you get a lot of Jews, like one Jew I learned is you don't get abs in the gym, you get them in the kitchen. That's the only way you're gonna be able to get some abs. It's not in this part, like you can amplify them here, but you get them in the kitchen. All right, we're leaving the gym now. Next we're gonna go to my old stomping ground where I grew up at, the south side that raised me, you know what I'm saying, and where I got a lot of more of my jewels from. Let's go. I'm still signed to YSL. I'm still providing, like, we still pushing, like, no paperwork has been changed, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, whatever's been getting and how we've been pushing it, it's still going.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back, another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and as soon as I popped out, it was hot out here, 90-something degrees. I set up the camera and the microphone, and the sun's still out, but it's starting to rain a little bit. And I ain't gonna lie, that's H time for you. The weather is super unpredictable. But we gonna get the job done regardless real quick before it start coming down heavy. As I had a links in the description where you can watch this interview in full on Spotify YouTube channel where they did a rap caviar segment and they pulled up on Gunna out in Atlanta and did a day in the life segment with him. Talked to him about several things, his fitness, where he grew up at, was kicking it with his mother and things like that. And then the conversation came up where he talked about still being YSL. He said the paperwork is still the same. Everything is still good. We still working. We still together and things of that nature pretty much, and so many other words. Now, this dropped on Monday, but it really started circulating heavy in the media yesterday, getting clipped up, put to different blogs on Twitter, and that carried over today as well. Now, we have seen recently where Gunna was in Atlanta, had a show. Thug's father was there with him. We've heard him speak on this before and everything like that. But now it didn't touch the blogs as Young Thug has tweeted out on his account and everything, or somebody has tweeted out for him on his account. I can't say for sure what his account for sure though, where he says whatever WHAM says goes. And you know, there's been this history in the conversation, no sugarcoating it. Is people upset with Gunna for taking a plea deal? Is people upset with him on his stance and things like that? He came home, dropped his, went at people saying things last year, and then we got the Business is Business album. So it's up in the air, and there's still a lot of speculation going on for certain people and everything like that. And all I can tell y'all is this: I don't know what's what, but we do know what the little things that Lil Baby has said in music. He has said what he said in the songs already about Slime not being happy about how things went down with them, shot in a video verse. And then we seen the back and forth and the little subliminals and things going on online. And then for Gunna to come out and say whatever WHAM says goes. We know that supportive of Lil Baby early on, Gunna as well, but we had saw in interviews where Young Thug has said he was paying Lil Baby to come rap. Like, come do this, man. Go ahead and do that. You got my full support on it. So I don't know what's what. He going through trial right now. Been a crazy past 2 weeks of trial for him with Lil Woody and things like that, where he didn't even form his own sector on YouTube when it comes to conversations and clips and people streaming the lives, the major news platforms streaming them, and then they just touching and reaching and viral moments pretty much with him.
Good morning, Mr. Copeland.
Good morning.
You have permission to approach?
No.
She was asking me that, Mr. Copeland, okay? All right.
Okay.
Councilors, you want to take a look at what Council for
All
the
right,
state.
so if you want to stand up and look around the courtroom and look around the entire courtroom, tell me if you see Shannon in the courtroom today. Do you need to sit down?
Nah, I give me light here. They ain't had nothing to drink.
Okay, do you want some water?
You gonna give me a drink?
I'll get you some water.
I don't drink water.
Well, I don't have nothing else for you. But I will put some water up there for you.
To have communication with a witness who's been sworn.
Well, I'm going to hold you in contempt.
Young thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams, is on trial on racketeering charges. Steele asked for a mistrial, arguing he cannot adequately represent his client if Steele is not in court.
Mr. Williams does not wish to go forward without me being here. You are removing me against his will, my will. You're taking away his right to counsel.
Judge Glanville denied that motion and had Steele removed from court.
It's been a real live wild trial, but Thug put that out there, whatever WHAM says goes. So I guess now, for people who concerned about it, you got to see whatever WHAM say, because your Thug say he's standing whatever Lil Baby say. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.